You asked for budget to fix real technical debt and got a no. Then marketing asked for the same money for a campaign with softer numbers behind it and got a yes. You walked out of that room certain the decision was unfair. It wasn't unfair, it was predictable. I've sat on both sides of that budget meeting as a CIO and later coaching CIOs and VPs who couldn't understand why their strongest technical case kept losing to a weaker business case. Here's what's actually happening. You're not losing because your project matters less. You're losing because you're speaking a different language than the person who signs the checks. The executives run on three things: revenue, risk, and efficiency. That's the operational language of the CFO, the CEO, and the board. You run on architecture, uptime, technical debt, system stability. That's real, it matters, but in the budget meeting, it's a foreign language. Marketing didn't win because their idea was better. Marketing won because they said this drives revenue. You said this reduces technical debt. One of those sentences moves money, the other doesn't. A quick pause before I keep going. If what I just said is landing, that you deliver and still get passed over, here is something for you. I built a short private diagnostic that shows you exactly which of the things holding you back is costing you the most. It only takes a few minutes, and if you're the right fit, finishing it unlocks the Executive Leap session. 45 minutes one-on-one with me. The link is in the show notes. Okay, let's get back to it. I had a client, a VP of infrastructure, who brought me a deck for a legacy systems replacement. 15 slides, diagrams, architecture maps, a full technical risk assessment. It was accurate. It was also unfundable. So I asked him one question. What happens to the business if this system fails during peak season? He said, outages, lost orders, a support team that can't keep up. I said, that's your pitch. Not the architecture, the outage. We rebuilt it in 3 sentences. This system has a 30% chance of failure during our highest revenue period. A failure costs us an estimated $2 million in lost orders and emergency labor. This investment removes that risk before it happens. Same project, same technology, different language. He got funded in one meeting. That's the core lesson. Executives don't fund technology. They fund risk reduction, revenue protection, and efficiency gains. Your job is to translate that every time without exception. So how do you do that? Well, here's the first shift. Replace technical severity with business exposure. Don't say this system is outdated and unstable. Say this system has a documented failure risk during our busiest revenue window, and here's what it costs us if it happens. Second, replace effort with outcome. Don't lead with what your team will build. Lead with what the business will gain or stop losing. Nobody in the room is funding your roadmap. They're funding a result, an outcome. Third, quantify wherever you can. Even roughly, a rough number beats no number. This could cost us significant revenue is weak. This puts an estimated $2 million in orders at risk, gets attention, because it's a number the CFO can put next to every other number on the page. This is the leadership language model applied directly to budget. You're not changing the truth of your request. You're changing the frame. Risk reduction, revenue protection, efficiency. Those are the 3 doors that open in a budget meeting. Architecture and uptime aren't doors. They're rooms nobody outside IT has the key to. So here's your challenge this week. Take one request that's currently stuck, something you've asked for and haven't gotten, or something you're about to ask for. Rewrite it in 3 sentences. Number 1, what's the risk if we do nothing? Number 2, what's the cost of that risk, even if it's an estimate? And 3, what does this investment protect or produce? Then bring that version into the room, not the technical version. You already do the hard part. You solve the real problems. The only thing standing between your project and its funding is the language you're using to describe it. Learn to speak in revenue, risk, and efficiency, and the CFO stops saying no to you and starts saying yes. Before you go, here's what to do with everything we just covered. Knowing the problem is one thing. Knowing exactly where you stand on it is another. So I built a short private diagnostic for technology leaders who want to take on the next level. It takes a few minutes and it's completely confidential. It shows you which of the things holding you back is costing you the most, where you stand against the leaders who got promoted, and the one move that matters next. And here's the part worth knowing. When you finish it, if you're the right fit, you unlock the Executive Leap session. 45 minutes one-on-one with me. I will have read your full diagnostic before we talk, so we skip the background and go straight to your situation. Where you actually stand, the one or two things holding you back, and the move that matters next. A strategic conversation that could change your life. The link is in the show notes and the description, so stop waiting for your work to speak for itself. Go find out where you actually stand. I'll see you in the next episode.